Hello students. In last lecture we have seen about conservative field, again about potential function, exact differential form. Now there is another one formula to find out potential function. So the vector field F is equal to F1i plus F2j plus F3k is conservative. We know, we have seen it. This field is conservative. Then there exists a scalar function F such that F is equal to del F. What this implies, F is equal to del F implies F1 is del by del by x, F2 is del by del by y, and del by del by y is equal to F3. Then the potential function small f can be calculated as f of x y z is integration del by del by x dx plus integration del by del by y minus terms containing x into dy plus integration del by del by z minus terms containing x and y dz plus c. That is potential function f is equal to integration of f1 dx minus, so here is not minus, here is plus integration of f2 minus terms containing x plus integration f3 minus terms containing x and y dz plus c. f2 minus terms containing x means from f2 if there are two terms and one term contains x, then we neglect that term. Okay. Similarly, if f3 we subtract the terms, we do not take the terms who contains x and y, like this. So let us solve example of it. Show that the differential form 2x dx minus y square dy minus 4 upon 1 plus z square dz is exact. Then evaluate the integral, this integral, okay, this function, integral of this function over 0 0 0 to 3 3 1. Okay. So first let us take f of x y z. From this value we can take f of x y z as 2xi, capital F as from this 2xi minus y square j minus 4 upon 1 plus z square k. Okay. So from this what will be capital F1 2x, capital F2 will be minus y square, and F3 will be minus 4 upon 1 plus z square. Okay. From this, and now we know that the condition of exactness is same as the conditions for conservative field. What are that conditions? Del by f3 by del by y is equal to del by f2 by del by z. So for this we check, and all these are both 0. Here these both values 0, here this both values 0, means condition is satisfied. Therefore we can say f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz is exact. Okay. Therefore what happen, as it is exact, therefore there exists a scalar function f such that capital F is equal to del F. Means what? Del F means del by del by x is equal to f1. What is f1 here? 2x. Del by del by y is f2, that is minus y square, and del by del by z is f3, that is minus 4 upon 1 plus z square. Okay. Now we use this formula. We have just seen. We use this formula to find small f. So let us use, because now we have all these del by del by x, del by del by y, del by del by z. We replace these values in the formula and we find small f. So that is, this is formula written, f is equal to integration of del by del by x dx. Okay, this formula. So is equal to integration del by del by x is 2x dx plus del by del by y is minus y square minus terms containing x. There is already no term of x, so it is as it is, plus del by del by z is minus 4 upon 1 plus z square dz minus terms containing x and y. Here is no term of x and y, so as it is, plus c. So we integrate it. What we get? X square minus y cube by 3 minus 4 tan inverse z plus c. Now integration of f dot dr from 0 0 0 to 3 3 1. It is what? It is FB minus FA. Okay. By which theorem? By fundamental theorem of line integral. So this integral is equal to f of b. So f of b is here f of 331 minus f of 0 0 0. So we find these two values. Means this is f of xyz. In xyz we put 3 3 3. So x3 y3 z3. We get value here minus f of 0 0 0. We put x y z 0. So finally we get the answer as minus pi. Okay. Next example is show that the values of the integration from a to b x dx plus y dy plus z dz upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square does not depend on the path taken from a to b. How to show it? We can show that from this we can show that f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz is exact. Okay, we know that if it is exact then it is conservative, and conservative means what? It is path independent. Okay, so what are conditions for that? We know that there are three conditions that we have to show. Dab f3 by dab y is equal to dab f2 by dab z. Like this means we can say that f is conservative, and then we can say it is path independent. Okay, so for that, from this integral, first we write the vector field as capital F is equal to, from this, x upon square root of x square plus y square plus z square I plus y upon square root of this j plus z upon square root of this value k. Therefore, capital F1 is equal to this value, this is F2, this is F3. From this, dab f3 by dab y, it's dab f3, its partial derivative with respect to y, this is minus yz upon this, and this is same as dab f2 by dab z. Similarly, we calculate these two values, both are same. These two values both are same. Means what? As these three conditions satisfied, means what? f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz, that is, this is exact. This is exact, therefore we can say that capital F is conservative. And conservative means what? Therefore we can say this integral is not depend on the path taken from A to B, which we want to prove. Next example, if the differential form ay square plus 2czx dx plus y bx plus cz dy plus ay square plus cx square dz is exact, find relation between AB and C. Now what is given? It is exact. First of all, from this, what is F1? F1 is this first bracket, F1 dx plus F2 dy plus F3 dz. This is F1, F2, this is F3. Okay, so what is given? The differential form is exact. It is given, means what? These three conditions are satisfied. Okay, so we put the values here. What is dab f3 by dab y? This is f3. Its partial derivative with respect to y will be 2ay is equal to dab f2 by dab z, that will be y into c. Like this, we calculate these values and equate it. So from this, what we get? From this, what we get here, y will get cancelled. 2a is equal to c, means c is equal to 2a, and from this y will get cancelled, b is equal to 2a. Okay, so what will be b plus c? B plus c will be 4a. Therefore we can make the equation as b plus c minus 4a is equal to 0, because b plus c is 4a, 4a minus 4 is 0. So we can write this as a required equation. Okay, next example, suppose that capital F is del F is conservative vector field and G is integral of F dot dr. Show that del G is equal to F. So first of all, what is given? Capital F is equal to del F is given. Again, G of x y z is integration F dot dr. This is given. Okay. Now from this we know that this value is, as it is a conservative vector field, by theorem we know this value is FB minus FA. FB minus FA. By which? By our theorem. Okay. So FB minus FA means it will be f of x y z minus f of 0 0. Means what we get? G of x y z is equal to f of x y z minus f of 0 0 0. So taking partial derivatives to both hand sides, what we get? Dab by g by dab by x is equal to dab by f by dab by x minus 0. Similarly, dab by g by dab by y is equal to dab by f by dab by y minus 0. Similarly, dab by g by dab by z is equal to dab by f by dab by z minus 0. Means what we get here from all these three, this left hand side is del g. Okay, so del g is equal to, we can write it as del f. Okay, and we know that del g is f, as del g is, sorry, we have to show del g is f, but again what is given? Del of f is capital F. we get here del G is equal to del F, and it is given that del F is equal to capital F. So what we get? Del G is equal to capital F as required. Okay. Next example, A. Calculate integration over C x square plus y square I plus x square minus y square j dot dr, and B. Integration over C 2x yi plus x square j dot dr from 0, 0 to 1, 1 along following paths. So first path along the straight line 0, 0 to 1, 1, second along the parabola y square is equal to x, and third along the path from 0, 0 to 1, 0 and then 1, 0 to 1, 1. So we have to solve these two integrals over these three paths. So first let us solve this first integral. So first of all, this integral over 0, 0 to 1, 1. Okay, these 2 points. First path is along the straight line 0, 0 to 1, 1. Next along the parabola y square is equal to x square. And then last along the path from 0, 0 to 1, 0 and then up to 1, 1. So we have to find this integral A from this one, this path, then this path, then this third path. Okay. So let us solve. So first let us solve along this path first. A along the straight line 0, 0 to 1, 1 along this straight line. So what is equation of this straight line? Its equation is x is equal to y. Therefore we can write dx is equal to dy. So in this integral we replace y by x and dy by dx. Now where is dx dy here? Now what is dr? Now r is xi plus yi. Therefore dr will be r is I. What is I? What is our r? R is xi plus yj. So dr will be I dx plus j dy. Okay. Now here what is given? So first integral, this given integral, so it is written here as it is given integral from path 0, 0 to 1, 1. Okay. Now here that is what is x, we replace y by x, so here will be x square plus x square, that is 2x square I, plus x square minus x square, that is 0 into j dot dr is I dx plus j dy, because dr is I dx plus j dy. Okay. So by dot product it will be 2x square into dx, that is 2x square dx, and 0 into dy, that is 0. And x varies from, now in this graph what x varies from? X varies from 0 to 1. Now all terms are in 0 and dx, so it is x varies from 0 to 1. Here after solving we get its value as 2 upon 3. Okay. So similarly, now next let us find out the integral along the parabola, this parabola y square is equal to x. So along y square is equal to x, so taking its derivative, so 2y dy will be dx. So we replace x by y square, because y square is x, so we replace x by y square and dx by 2y dy. So what we get? We replace x by y square and 2y and dx by 2y dy. So this is our given equation. Okay. So we already multiplied by dot dr. So this is our given equation is equal to, and what y varies from? Y also varies from 0 to 1. From graph you can see y varies from 0 to 1, because point is 0, 0 and 1 and 1, 1 means definitely y also varies from 0 to 1. So let us replace. So x by y square, so y square square y raised to 4 plus y square dx is 2y dy plus x square means y square square, that is y raised to 4 minus y square dy. So again simplifying it we get this equation, and after integration and applying limit from 0 to 1 we get answer as 1 upon 30. Okay. In last, for a straight line, what was our answer? In that case our answer was 2 upon 3, and now for second path we get answer 1 upon 30. So now let us evaluate along third path. What was third path? So first along this line, then along this line. Okay, means we find out this integral, then this, and then add these two, then we get integral along this along this point to this point. Okay, now let us solve it. So first of all, we evaluate the integral along x-axis. Along x-axis means from point 0 to 1. Okay, from point 0 to 1. What is x-axis? At x-axis y is equal to 0. Therefore, dy will be 0. So we replace y by 0 and dy by 0. In the given equation, we get this value. And what x? X varies from 0 to 1. Why this is so? We are solving integral over this line. Okay. For this line, this is x-axis means y is 0. Therefore, dy is 0. And x varies from 0 to 1 here. So we replace all these values, and what we get after replacing all these values, what remain here? X square dx. X varies from 0 to 1. So after solving, x cube by 3 with limit 0 to 1, after applying limit, we get answer 1 upon 3. Next, similarly, we evaluate the integral along. Now this we evaluate along this. Now along this straight line. What is this straight line? It is x is equal to 1. Okay, x is equal to 1 and y varies from 0 to 1. Now x is equal to 1, therefore dx will be 0. Okay, so let us substitute these values. So similarly, we evaluate the integral along the line x is equal to 1, therefore dx is 0 and y varies from 0 to 1. So in this equation, in the given equation, what we put? We replace x by 1, y as it is, okay, and dx is equal to 0, y varies from 0 to 1. So what we get here? Integration of, after simplifying, this is 0, so 1 minus y square dy, y varies from 0 to 1. After integration, it is y minus y cube by 3 with 0 to 1. After applying limit, 1 minus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3. Okay, on adding, so we add these two integrals over along x-axis and at x is equal to 1. Then we get the integral from point 0, 0 to 1, 1. So adding these two, what we get? 1 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3 is equal to 1. Now for this example, you can note it that for all of these three different paths, you get different values of integral. Okay, means that field is not conservative because it is path dependent field. Now let us solve for the another integral that is given b. Let us solve it for b. So for second, now let us solve this c 2xyi plus x square j dot dr. That is, at dr is I dx plus j dy, its dot product will be 2xy dx plus x square dy. Okay. So similarly as in above example, first of all, let us solve integral along straight line 0, 0 to 1, 1. Okay. So this given integral is equal to, now here again we replace y by x and dx by and dy by dx. X varies from 0 to 1. So we get 3x square dx. So finally after integration and applying limit, we get answer 1. Next, along the path y square is equal to x, that is 2y dy is dx. We substitute y square for x and 2y dy for dx here. Okay, we substitute here these values and y varies from 0 to 1. After simplifying and solving this, we get answer 1. Next, for third, there are two parts in third. First, along the x-axis, from x varies from 0 to 1. Along x-axis means y 0, therefore dy 0. We substitute these values in given integral. So what we get? We get 0. Okay, because y is 0 and dy is 0. We get 0. Next, along x is equal to 1 means dx is equal to 0 and y varies from 0 to 1. Substituting these values, we get integral 1. By adding these two, what we get? Integral along the given path is 1. Okay. Now you can check here that integral along straight line is 1, along parabola is 1, and along the two lines from 0, 0 to 1, 0 and 1, 0 to 1, 1, that is also 1. So in the above integral, the same value, above integral has same value on taking different paths. That is, this line integral is independent of the path. You can take any path. Okay, so we can say that that field is a conservative field. Okay, let's stop here. In next video we will solve some more examples. Thank you.